Hi friends, here I am discussing about the guidelines for the preparation of good research manuscript on the occasion of PhD coursework of Savitribai Phule, Pune University, Pune, which was organized and conducted by postgraduate Department of Botany, Tuljaram Chaturchand College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Baramati, District Pune, on 17th and 18th July 2020. In this connection, I have discussed on how to write good research manuscript from good title and how to quotate the references and why the research papers are going to be rejected in standard and impacted journal. So I request you to listen and watch my YouTube channel, the complete series of research preparations. First of all, my genuine gratitude to the Savitribai Phule, Pune University, Pune, has given me such an opportunity, my topic for PhD student coursework, and especially this PhD coursework is organizing by TC College, Baramati. First of all, I'm congratulations to the college who has organized such a very important aspects related for the PhD course. I'm very much thankful to the principal of this college who has given me such opportunity. I am also thankful to the coordinator of this course, PhD course, Dr. Kanade sir, Head Department of Botany from this college, Dr. Chavan sir, Mari sir, and all PhD students who gathered here for listening my topic based on the guidelines of the manuscript preparations, research manuscript preparation. And I'm thankful to Sujit for a nice introduction to me. So friends, here we discussing very most important aspects as far as the research students is concerned. Not only this is issue for PhD students, but such issues for the PhD awarded students, then teachers, those who are having the PhD, as well as PhD guides, those who are having their PhDs. Wherever you are writing a research, any parts, any piece of parts, and they respect to their publication in front of us. And you all students are the learned students because you must have such a basic idea or the fundamental idea how to write the manuscripts, how to write the research manuscripts. Because during your synopsis submission, you might have been search so many articles related to your aspects, related to your topic. Then with the help of that topic, you select some aspects and put in your synopsis and showing your respective mentor or the guide and compile as per the guideline of your university. That is your synopsis. That is your first step. But while you are for a PhD, so that time during publication, during compilation of the synopsis, what matter we can be collected from that synopsis, what matter should be collected from any other finding and the respective sentences. So that time we will have not any clear idea about that time. But friends, now this is your first step, and I'm very much thankful to organizer or coordinator Kannada sir. He said me that the guidelines for the good manuscript preparations, and I agree that, and as soon as I have given the concept to him, this aspect is for PhD students. Not only PhD students must attend or should check it, for the teachers as well as for the PhD awarded students. Why? Because of that, while writing the manuscripts, while writing the research manuscripts, so many mistakes, so many errors are found, and such manuscripts, you have done work, good piece of work, but such manuscripts, such research work was rejected by the standard journal, not payable journal or not commercial journal. The commercial journal, what kind of you have written the manuscript, as such, no any errors are there, problems are present in that particular MS, no such questions will raising by this publisher, and as such they are going to be published, and such publication we are going to be count. But friends, Mr. Sujit has read my biodata as well as he has one. Let us see now here. From last 20 years, 22 years, I am working in the field of research, in the field of as a teacher, and consistently I am writing the manuscripts in not only in our Maharashtrian journal or in Indian journal, but in overseas journal from America, from London, from South Africa, from Australia, from China. So such from that standard journal are having good impact factor, more than 3 impact factors. So in such impact factor journals I have published papers. Because consistently your work are going to be, or your writing should be in there. Day by day your writing skills should be improved. Then you must know the steps of writing. What point should be considered first time? How to think about the publication. Since 22 years I am working techno system generation. One click will get lot of informations, lot of references related to your subject, related to your papers, related to your work, previous finding, and we are taking some support apart and preparing such a type of research publication of journals or synopsis. Still from 1998 I am working in mycology and plant pathology. At BSc level my specialization was mycology and plant pathology in third year, as well as my specialization at MSc level is also mycology and plant pathology. And friends, from when I was joined for PhD, my topic is also based on mycology and plant pathology. And third from this means now my number is 149 publications. No single papers I was published out of mycology and plant pathology only. So that is a specialization. Means your tempo or your work should be in a one line. No mixing. Yes, we are the botanist. We know each and every things. We have the taxonomy, morphology, genetics will understanding, physiology will understanding. But try to understand what lines you want to continue. And still now I am working in mycology and plant pathology. Specially I have published a number of papers, up to 149 papers based on plant disease management. Then biopesticide, especially trichoderma, and very my interesting area, there is arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi, there is AMF fungi and thermophilic fungi. So such work is still carried out my PhD students, and on the basis of that their work I have published till now 140. So why I am going to explain these all things? That is you are the beginners, you are the learners. While I am sharing my screen, because it will be sent for the standard journal just like elsewhere, Springer, then plant disease notes published from America. So such things should be always keep in your mind. Tomorrow's day is different, so your standards should be day by day maintained, and your publication should be, and then you will be receiving the good citation for you students. So by this brief an account about how to go for this our review, because these are the different steps from the title to the end point why the manuscripts are rejected, and also I have given my own sites of research publication. So for this, so many travels are there. It should be required likely to be 2 hours, and the different steps, different types of the publications. Okay, so I'm sharing my. So friend, this is suggested by Kanade sir, good aspects for you students. That is the guidelines for the preparation of research manuscript. You must know the meaning of research, and thereafter we are going to go towards research is not a single piece. Research you call only research paper, full length papers, but there are the different publications are there. That is short communication, which is this short communication. How what is their respective meaning, and also I am sharing my publications, but what kind of the short communications are there. Then research article and full length paper publications. Try to understand, because you must have such idea what we can call as a short communication, what is research article or full length paper publications. Then the review articles, that is also very most important aspects, review articles. And fourth one, that is book chapter. Then last aspect, that is thesis writing, but not a detailed focusing on the thesis writing, because whatever the points are going to be covered in this aspect, that is totally related to the thesis writing. You will get a clear idea about that, the thesis writing. So basically here the 4 points should be keep in mind. Then research article or full length paper publications, research review articles, and book chapter. So these are the four very most important aspects. How to write about that. So briefly I will introduce or give the some in second slide. So what is research paper or research or manuscript? Everyone are having little bit idea, because a research paper is a piece of academic writing. Means there is a small aspects, those who are some ideas are going to be shown for the other one, or it might be published. That is our some new things are to be here. Some significant ideas should be in my writing. So these aspects come under the meaning of research is a piece of academic writing, and that provides analysis. In interpretation should be required, their analysis should be required, and their reporting should be required in significant manner. If in that writing, in that academic writing, if there is some significance are there, if some any outputs are in there, and in depth, it will be independent research findings should be there. So that phenomenon is going to be considered for the research and especially for the paper. Means finding something should be finding other than the art, not on such past practices. That is our work, that is our theme should be in there, our background should be there. So such publications are found firstly. So this phenomena is considered for the research or such a manuscript. Another way, that is also the same theme, things to be here, that is a research paper or the manuscripts of the chapters or articles, or it gives a perspective or makes an argument that is important to be selected area of research and investigated the answer through your research problem. Means what is the problem you have been selected, then that problems are going to be investigated your significantly or showing your ideas through that work. So this phenomena is called as the research. Please watch my YouTube channel continuously. You will get the series of manuscript preparations. Thank you. Hi friends, I was discussed the guidelines for the preparation of good research manuscript in my previous video, part first, and in that video I was discussed about the what is research and their respective meaning of the research publication. Here I am discussing about the type of research publications in part 2. Please watch all my parts for research manuscript preparation. Turns to us the types of research publications. Already I have told you that the different types of research publications, just like short communication. So what is meant by short communications? Short communications are short papers that present original and significant materials for rapid dissemination. It found one single result up to 4 pages. So friends, here short communications, up till now you have been observed or you checked, but there is only single results are there. For example, here is I have given new findings, new report, or small piece of work. It focus on particular aspects of a problem. If suppose current scenario, there is a coronavirus. So this coronavirus is a new aspect for us as far as today's era or the current era is concerned. Their rapid dissemination from all over the world, it becomes a pandemic, and therefore so many researchers, especially by using the polymer chain reaction of PCR method or molecular characterization, what kind of sequencing are present in there, what structure it has with the help of electron microscope, and when such findings are going to be published, not in detail, in short form, what are their sequencing, what are their electron microscopic structure, and how they are going to be spreading. So such themes are going to be published in a short piece of work. Only single research should be required there, up to 4 pages. So that phenomena is called as short communications. Nowadays we are looking towards so many researchers, they are going to publish their paper a single page or 2 pages, and we can call it is my research full length papers. How it is possible? friends, because that is a article, research article or full length papers. It should be more than 4 pages should be required. I am looking 1.5 page or 2 pages, that is considered for the full length paper. How it become a full length paper? There is only a single results are there, and now they are going to be called as the full length paper. So full length paper is different from the short communication. Here only the finding, here only single result should be there. Up to 4 pages can consider, from 1 page to 2 page, 3 page or 4 pages. So such a 4 pages, up to 4 pages, when we are going to publish the single problem or such a new finding, just you can look towards any findings are available before that the publications. So that finding or report, first report, supposed to be first report from Maharashtra, first report from India, first report from so and so country, or first report from the world. So these are the different era, their different aspects are there. First report from Maharashtra, because nobody has done work previously in Maharashtra on their respective researcher. Then nobody such work has been done by Indian researcher, Indian mycologist or Indian plant pathologist has not worked yet now, or nobody has worked from whole world. So such a small piece of work, that single result can consider, and then going to be published in a reputed journal. For example, in our India there is a, we can say it is a current science, then some of the journal Nature, then some of the journal from elsewhere, Springer. So these are the such journal when the publicity should be huge, not for Maharashtra level, not for Indian level. The publicity should be more. So such a phenomena, such a small piece of work are going to be published all over the world. So the such work is called as short communications. So friend, you said the short communication is small work, but it is a very significant. That is your notable, because no such work was done previously. So such phenomena I have given here, that is the new finding of the reports, or new some significant some new ideas, some experience has been done firstly. So such work whole world, so that time you can write new report of so and so work. So such publication is called as a short communication. I am showing my work later on. Small, I have taken that the snap, and I am showing that, and also I have given the site also. You can check, and then you can consider how we can call it a short communication. Second is research article or full length paper. Here already a 1 page paper is not called as full length paper. 2 pages is not called as a research article or full length paper, because it should be required vast research should be required. More than one research should be required. Not only one finding should be considered for the research article or a full length paper. So that is why here I am giving some example. Full length articles is a much more thorough in depth study that could stand on its own. Depth studies should be required. Soil, what kind of soil should be required there, and you can compare the soil from black up to the white soil, the sandy loamy soils. So you can check it that all. This is one reason. Then just you can check the pH of soil. What the pH of soil of black soil, white soil, brown soil, or sandy or loamy soils. So this is second line. Then in this particular soil, what are the minerals are available from black, then other soils. So these are the different results should be required in that publication. So therefore such phenomenon or such article is called as a full length papers or full research article should be. So these are the major findings are reported and verified by the orthogonal techniques. Means just you can check it, either such work was done previously, some researcher, some worker, some contributors are work. So such a verification should be very neat, and you should quote yourself. Full length articles may include more than one reason, and there is usually a page limit higher than or more than that of 4. Here about your finding should be more, your results should be more, and if the results should be more, so that time that results you are going to be give the supports in introduction as well as in the discussion level. In introduction, we have while you are using such type of the previous finding on the previous work. So that time your the length should be increasing, your full paper should be increasing, your pages should be increasing, and you have given the support of that the paper, and your finding should be become a correct manner. So this is very most important. And here no previous consultation or publication is required, not considered, not submitted. So that is important thing. That is called a research article and full paper. Now you will get an idea what the difference between short communication and research article or full length paper. We here only one research, only I am checking the soil, different soil from all over the world, specified area have been selected, and only you are discussing about the soil. So that time there is one line, one research should be there. So that phenomenon is called as the short communication, where more than one research and their depth are more, their length are more. So such publication is called as a research article or full length paper publications. Then I am going to be third type of publications, because you are going to publish not only a single short communication, not goes towards the full length paper publication, not goes for the review article, then not goes towards the book chapter. The various lines we have, the various lines while you are going to be compile, while you are going to be writing. So that time you will get an idea about the depth of research and where and in which journal you are going to be sent for publication. So this is the another type of publication that is called the research article. What is the research article? What is the review research article? Review articles are also called literature use. Very most important, friends, that is for you students, very most important aspects. While you are searching the papers related to your topic or your problem, those problems are not considered. So that time while you are making your hypothesis, so these all hypotheses are going to become under the review of articles, and especially the review of literature or literature use, and that is a secondary source. Taking such supports of different papers, copy it, and as it is we are putting in our manuscript and going to publish. So such your publication come under the plagiarism, and you are going to be religious. So these are aspects we will discuss in detail later on, how you can compile the sentence, how we will take the sentence from other journal, and how we will make your language, and that is not be plagiarized article. That is the secondary sources. There is synthesize or analysis the research already recognize the current state of the research, and now taking support from previous work. Whatever the support will be taken from the previous work to the current work, so that the piece of work, that piece of writing is come under the review of literature. That is the generally summarize the current state of research on a given topic. It includes sections such as, while you are writing the review article, I will discuss later on one by one how to write and what steps will be taken on review. Okay, so there is a summary, means overall work, whatever the secondary and primary data you have been received, past researchers work you have been compiled, and then summarize and put your information as far as the current work is going on. Then the steps are in there the same as like full length paper. There is a summary, instead of summary there is a abstract. Now here the summary, the introduction, the methods or methodology or materials and methods should be there, the results should be there, as well as the discussion should be required. So such things and so on, that is the references, whatever the references are quoted in the text, so that it should be used in your bibliography or reference list. So this is the review article. I am also showing my work, how the review article are there in small piece, and also I am giving the citation of that review article. Example, survey type. This is the late blight of potato caused by Phytophthora infestans. So just you can write about the physiology, then their morphology, then their culture methods, their microphotographs, for taking not from the late blight of potato, but also wherever the such a blight diseases are there and infected by the Phytophthora species, so you can compile it. Then you should check their morphological point of view, then their cultures, then their different spores, how the myceliums are there. Then you can check the growth rate, mycelial growth rate, So such this compilation comes together. Whatever the work was done by previously, you should quote that author's work, and this publication will be your review of literature. That is survey, the previously published research, that is as already overview of the current things article. There your original methodology, original finding are putting in this review articles, and no such a new experimental results are going to be quoted. But as far as this taking these supports, so you should collect the secondary data as well as primary data, and you can compile it your current experimental views about the research article. So this is all about the research article. I will show my work about how the research article it was and what is their site. You can go to their sites and you can check it how it was written as review article, as well as short communication, as well as full length paper, as well as the research article. Then last is that is a book chapter. Book chapter, that is research book chapter, because books are different ways for our syllabus, as well as for BSc level, MSc level, as well as one aspect. So that books are different. But as far as the research book is there, journal, this is someone has to be called it is a one book, but it's not the book, because there is a number of editors are there. There is a supporting associate editors are there. One chief editor are there. So that is a journal. It's called journal because it is reviewed. It's reviewed by different reviewers, and that's why they are under the journal. But in book chapter, let us see now here. So many book chapter are there. There is some ideas, new ideas has been quoted by taking the support of references. Supposed to be sugarcane problems are there. In sugarcane problems from very early, from first step to the harvesting step, while you are checking that what activity are takes place, as far as I am discussing about the diseases. So what is the diseases takes place in our area, supposed to be from Baramati area or that your region. You can search it from early plantlet condition to their harvesting. What kind of diseases are there? You should check it. You should analyze it, and just you can compile this all information by taking the supports of other previous worker, and you should write your ideas, write your lines, and then you can start for the writing from first day to the last harvesting. So it become a very piece of work, and that work while you are going to be published, so that come under the book chapter. You should take the given support of the previous finding also. That phenomena is called as a book chapter. Here I have already mentioned that is a book chapter use the information collected from published research and other related articles. It into the whole projects. Whatever the projects I have told you that sugarcane, a single page, not only 4 pages, not only 10 pages or 20 pages are there. So your work, the such a project is up to the 40 pages or up to the 50 pages, it will be extended. So this is phenomena is called as the related articles. It into the whole projects, whereas a journal article can usually stand alone. They not related for the usually on one specific topic or a series. Already I have told the sugar topics with 1 or 2 authors or possibly editors. This is a book are having only 1 or 2 editors are there. They are keenly checking each and every topic very neatly, and thereafter they are going to come in the point. So yes, this is a book chapter is very important as far as science aspects, so it's going to be published. So recently in 2018 I have published my book chapter. I'm quoting in the next slides. It was published from Springer, from the Springer book line, and that author is Joginder Singh. He is a renowned personality in mycology and plant pathology. So I have written one book chapter based on arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi, and which was published from Springer Nature Journal. So these all things should be kept in your mind and go for the different ways for either short communication or full length paper or review article or book chapter. So near about 10 to 12,000 up to 30 pages or up to 40 pages you will be extended that your book. The book chapter should be in accordance with the other chapters of the book, should not be duplicate material in other chapter. means whatever the chapters are present in that book, so such same chapters should not be duplicate of the same aspect are be considered. So these all parts is very most important as far as the publication is concerned. So try to understand in which publication you are going to be published. First of all, you can check the journals of short communication publication journal 2.2. So that point, so this is not impact factor because this is their journals impact factor, because impact factor means whole words they are going to be cite their papers, they are referring their papers, and thereafter they automatically they are computerized and giving such a the impact factor. So you should decide that, or you can think that, so what kind of our research work is there, either short communication, either full length paper, either review of literature or book chapter, so go for publication. So this is all about the different parts of publication. Please watch my YouTube channel continuously. You will get the series of manuscript preparations. Thank you. Hi friends, I was discussed about the guidelines for the research manuscript preparation. In part first, I was discussed regarding the what is research and its publication. In part 2, I was discussed the type of research publications, and now here I am discussing about the important steps and sections for research publication in part 3rd. So please you watch all parts for research manuscript preparation. So this is all about the different parts of publication. Now we'll test what are the important steps, that is very most important aspects. What are the important steps of the publications? So here, selection a topic or problem. Whatever the topic you are going to select it, that it should be accurate or correct. Then find information, whatever the topic, whatever the aspects you are going to take in consideration, their information should be required or their should be taken consideration in state of hypothesis. Then make a temporary outline, from where we can collect the sample, how the method should be going to be carried out, what experiments are going to be conducted, then where we can completed that so and so experiments. So these are all outlines should be need for writing the any manuscripts or publication. Organize your thoughts, means what is the problems you are given. First of all, you should write your thoughts. Objectives, these are the aims are that topic are going to be considered. Then write down your first draft, laptop, mouse, then net. We are going to site, click the button, you will get number of publications, copy it and paste it, then compile, check the language, everything should be available in. So that's why you should draft yourself, you should write yourself your own handwriting, you should compile your sentences on the basis of their data, whatever the data you have been come under consideration. So this data you should take yourself, and this data is very most important for your further writing. So that draft should be required, your first draft should be required. Then revise your draft, just you can check your language, your grammar, the sentences, then revise the draft, again you write, then go for typing, and that draft should be finalized. Means whatever the draft you are going to be there, so that time these steps should be required: selection topic, finding information, hypothesis, outline, your thoughts, first draft, final draft, revised draft, and type draft. Do like good professor. So that's why just you should take this step for your writing. And so these are all important steps. And while I'm writing these publications, so all steps I have writing. Now while writing, what part should be firstly take for consideration is very most important. That is if you have the data in front of you, you are written the data, everything should you have in front of you, but what point should become firstly written or first understanding, then next step, then third step, then fourth step. So this step should be very most important. That is here the central report section is that the here the first I am quoting here 4, 1, 2, 3. So here firstly your materials and methods is very most important. Just you can write yourself the where you have the materials are sampled, from which side you have been considered, what methods you have been used. So these all drafting should be completed firstly. Thereafter, on the basis of this materials and methods, what data you have been received, what data you have been collected, so that outline should be done for second time. First methods, materials and methods, then second results, then third that is a discussion of the conclusion. Discussion means anybody have done work regarding that particular aspect. Any other previous worker has been done such work. So just you can combine, support your work, either that your work is correlated with that their work and your work. So such discussion and their respective some authors are going to be quoted, and conclusion, what is the output of that work, what is the significance of this work. So such outline should be need while you are writing. So this is the drafting, and thereafter on the basis of this materials and method, result and discussion and conclusion, then go for introduction. Why I am going to be taken consideration this aspect for introduction, and why that the gap or generation are there, why this problem has not published still now, and after the completion of introduction, when these all steps are completed, then go for abstract. But nowadays just I have looking towards so many researchers, they are looking directly first abstract. No any consideration has been considered for your result, no methodology in front of you, and directly you start for the introduction, direct start for the material method. But no done such type, because these are the steps. These are first you consider for the methods, result, discussion, introduction, abstract. Then on the basis of abstract, then goes to the key, and later on you go for the title, and directly or even firstly title. So these are the steps should be taken for consideration. So this is a very central dogma for the writing, or very central section, or the most important section for while you are going to be writing the any manuscripts in the form of communication, in the form of research article, in the form of review of literature, review work, or review article, or book chapter. Then important sections. This section is preferably used for not only the short communication, but up to you can consider for the thesis writing also. First sections are there. This is the first title, which is most important. Thesis title, either your paper title section is very most important. Then abstract with keywords or key important factors are there. The second aspect is very most important. Then introduction, already I have told you that introduction is important. Then methodology, materials and methods, very necessary. Then this is the results. Sometimes results are combined, results and discussion. So that time so many researchers are going to be jumbling how to write separate discussion, but discussion in the means your findings and support your findings by previous authors or peer workers, and is it appropriate or not. So these things should be required for under the results. Then discussion, already I have told you that. Then significant statement as far as your publication is there, significant statement is very important. Then conclusion is also very most important, and acknowledgement and references as well as the abbreviations. So these are the all parts are come under the important steps for the publishing your research article, review article, as well as thesis writing. So this, please watch my YouTube channel continuously. You will get the series of manuscript preparations. Thank you. Hi friends, myself Dr. Uddhav Hale, Professor Department of Botany, Arts, Science and Commerce College, Narduk, Taluka, Tujapur District, Usmanabad, Maharashtra. Affiliated to Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Maratha University, Aurangabad, Maharashtra. In my last 3 videos, I was discussed about the concept of research, different types of research, important steps and sections of research. And now here in this video part 4, I am discussing about the title, abstract, keywords and introductions. Please stay with us. Yesterday we reached here in the important sections while you are writing the manuscripts in the form of all these as well as PhD thesis. So these all sections should be taken for your any parts of writing, especially these all points is considered for thesis writing also. Title, abstract with keywords, introduction, methodology, result, discussion, significant statement, conclusion, acknowledgement, references and abbreviations. Then we will turn towards the next slide one by one, how the title it has, then how the abstract, how to write the abstract with their keywords. So this aspect we will discuss one by one. Title section. Title should be short and concise. Title should be short and concise. While you are checking any references from web, so many titles are 1 line to 2 line, or in the form of sentence, in the form of question marks, then putting abbreviations. So these all things should not be happen while you are referring, while you are giving the title of your manuscript of your the research article or full length paper or your article as well as book chapter. So it should be short and concise. Here also do not use the abbreviations, but whatever the abbreviation you are going to be quoting, so their full form should be required in there. For example, AM fungi. Before that you should write arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi. Then in bracket you should write AMF. Okay. So directly while you are quoting the AMF, so no meaning should be comes. Later on that meaning should be present in that your all text. But in the first central dogma of your research article, when the reviewer, when the editor has keep in his hand and while you are checking, so your impression should be on the title. If the title is impressed, title is concise, so that time then this editor or reviewers go proceed for the abstract, keywords and the next. Then do not use questions or complete sentence. Somebody has quoting the question mark. Yes, there is some exceptional, but everywhere while you are using the questions, while asking the questions in the form of title, or if there is a complete sentence are there, so that time this title should not be in well manner or in fashion for the publication in standard or reputed journal. Now this is my paper, that is arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi AMF, status and diversity of UD plants in degraded land, which was published in International Journal of Plant Pathology by Science Alert. So this is their DOI number. So this paper is the correct title here. What is incorrect title, how it can be rejected, and how it is correct title can be considered for the publication. Let us see here. AMF status and diversity of UD plants in degrade land is absolutely incorrect. Here is abbreviations are used. I have given the example. Abbreviations are used. Abbreviation should not be required. Just like here, arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi. So full form should be required. Yes, you can write in bracket there is a abbreviation, but full form is need first time while you are using. So this is incorrect. Another incorrect is arbuscular mycorrhizal fungal status. That is of the VD plants in degrade land. So here some FUNGL I is not there. Arbuscular mycorrhizal fungal status and diversity of UD plants in degrade land. Sometimes as far as the editor is concerned, as far as the reverse is concerned, or those who are working in arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi, so little bit this title can be considered. But those who are unknown, means not related for the arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi, so there is confusing about that, the title of this section. Then this is the correct title I am quoting here. So this is the correct title. There is arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi, AMF status and diversity of VD plants in degrade land. So such a way that the title should be concise. Title should not be used. Firstly, abbreviation, no complete sentence, no questioning there. Second example I am here giving, that is the one of the paper published from African journal, that is antagonistic confrontation of Trichoderma species against fruit rots pathogens on Sapodilla or Manica zapota, or we can say it is chiku, which is published from Journal of Yeast and Fungal Research, is African journal. So this is another example. So this is incorrect. How? Potential of Trichoderma species against fruit rots pathogen on Sapodilla, Manica zapota, it will be, or it can be incorrect. Then antagonistic activity of Trichoderma species against fruit rots pathogen on Sapodilla, because such a title or such things is found everywhere. So in your paper it should be something different. Something different should be in your title, and then the editor or viewers can be impressed, and as well as possible it will be considered for your further consideration of publication. And correct title is here, antagonistic confrontation of Trichoderma species against fruit rot pathogens on Sapodilla. So this is a correct example, correct title for the paper. The third example I have been quoted here. So this is one of the very reputed journal from Plant Science Today, which was published based on occurrence of thermophilic fungal communities and its growth rate on different media and temperature from available natural substrate, which was published in 2020. So this is incorrect. One by one you can check it and compare the original title. Diversity of the thermophilic fungal communities and growth on different media and temperature from available natural substrate. So this is incorrect. So this is also incorrect. Occurrence of thermophilic fungal fungi and growth rate on different media and temperature from available natural substrate. So this is also incorrect. And correct is, here already I am quoting in this paper, that is occurrence of thermophilic fungal communities and its growth rate on different media and temperature from available natural substrate. Then next example also I am giving here, as far as the short communication, as far as the full length paper is there, as far as review article is there, as far as book chapter is there. So this is a book chapter. So this is which was published in 2018, multifactorial role of arbuscular mycorrhizae in agroecosystem, which was published from the Springer, Nature Springer in 2018. So this is the correct title, it should be required. Incorrect title is like this. This is potential role of arbuscular mycorrhizae in the agrosystem. Everywhere such kind of paper or review article can be will be observed from web. This is how correct, because such kind is also a title are going to found from various journal or from web, various role of arbuscular mycorrhizae in agroecosystem, and correct is multifactorial role of arbuscular mycorrhizae in agroecosystem. This is the correct title from the book chapter. The book name is Fungi, the Role in Sustainable Development, and this book was written by these two scientists, Gehlot and Singh, and this is published from Springer, Nature Springer, and this is considered for as a book chapter. Now we will turn to us the abstract section. So this is abstract is a very most important summarized portion of your all content which was written in your manuscripts in the form of short communication, in the form of this all. That abstract should be accurate, concise, and important content can be quoted in abstract. Sometimes so many researchers, so many subject related authors are writing 2 to 3 lines abstract, and then it considered 2 to 3 lines, but it is not accurate or not important contents are quoted in that abstract. Summarize all part of the paper in the form of percentage, in the form of the data, so that it should be quoted in that abstract. Then some parts of the conclusion should be quoted in there, means every part should be concisely quoted in the abstract section. Then your abstract should become very excellent. Generally there are 2 different kinds of abstracts, and these are, one is descriptive type of abstract. It should be 100 to 200 words. Then here in this descriptive abstract there should be what is the purpose of this research, what is the objective of this research, and what methodology has been considered. So these things can be considered in one type of abstract, that is called a descriptive abstract. And another is the informative abstract, that should be summarized. And generally this is such kind of abstract has been written in the journal, as well as in book chapter, as well as in the review articles. And here the all parts of the paper has been considered. Already I have told you that from the introduction, then methodology or what is a method, then result, some parts of the what significant point has been issued, that point, as well as conclusion. So these all points can be considered in informative type of the abstract. Then some abstracts are structured or unstructured. Structure, while you are looking towards the Science Alert journal, so there is a different kinds of abstracts are there. There should be mentioned the background of your study. Then it should be mentioned there what kind of the methodology have been referred, what is the result, and what your study has been concluded, and that is considered for your new finding. So these are abstract is considered for the structure or unstructured type of the abstract. Then these are the sections should be required while you are writing the abstract. Purpose and motivation of this point should be covered in abstract. What is the problems? What is the topic? So regarding that topic, you should write briefly in that abstract. Brief methodology. Don't write the reference directly. Their methodology should be considered for this abstract. Short results should be required, and their conclusion in brief, because these all points are going to be detailed, considered in different sections, but summarize is. And while you are quoting these all sections, so definitely your abstract should become a very effective and as early as possible. While after title, the editor or reviewers can consider, yes, abstract is good, and related that their keywords is also very nice, means important keywords. For example, while I am keyword discussion means I am explaining here about the from Naldur. Keywords is Naldur, district Usmanabad, professor, botany. So these are the 4 contents are your key, from my keywords, such a way that the central words or central words or important words can be quoted as far as what is the study or the problems are going to be considered. And when it will be right, already I have shown. First you must write, but here when do you write it? You should write in the last. First, then later on result, discussion, and then introduction. So such a way that the abstract should be right lastly, because all meanings of result, then conclusion, everything should you have. Then you go for the writing of this abstract. And very most important thing while you are writing the abstract, lot of times we are our grammar, our sentences are incorrect, our grammar it become a failure, no good punctuations, where you can put the comma, where you can put the full stop, where the sentence are going to be completed. So basically your language is also very most important, or your grammar should be very most important. So therefore that abstract should be written in simple past and present tense. While you are writing the abstract, that abstract should be in simple past and present tense, can be used in that present simple present tense and simple past tense can be used during abstract writing. Try to understand. Here I am giving some example, and do not use any kind of references. One point is to be remembered. Everywhere you can check the standard journal, you can check the standard paper, you can check this the impacted journal. So there was no such events takes place, means there is no references, especially in the abstract line. But those are the our in India, that is 6.4 or 7.4 impact factors are there. They are going to be published by taking too much money, up to 5,000, 10,000. So they can't look towards that. They cannot they revise. They cannot checking carefully. And either they are going to publish time. It goes on online web, and so many errors are coming. So that time we should write clearly. No reference should be there, and use such a language that is not simple past tense and simple present tense. So this is all about the abstract. I am showing some abstract which was published in my paper. So here is one of the already I have discussed about the title status and diversity of woody plants in degraded plants from International Journal of Plant Pathology, which was published by Science Land. Their impact factor is 1.23. And here in this abstract, let us see now here background and objectives of the study, methodology, then some part of result, some part conclusion. So these all parts that is considered for the descriptive type of abstract are to be there. So such abstract it should be meaningful, then using the simple past tense and simple present tense language, and later on then the reviewer or editor goes to the next line. Then these are the keywords of the next line for the introduction. So this is one abstract. Then I am showing another abstract here. So this is a paper which was published from African Journal of Yeast and Fungal Research. So this antagonistic confrontation of Trichoderma species against fruit rot pathogens on Sapodilla. So this is, let's see now here. So this is a structured or unstructured or simple. That is there is no such a labelings are there, no objective, no methodology, but briefly everything should be here. Means as a part of introduction, as the result, just the result are quoting in the percentage, then their naming, then some parts of the conclusion. So this is called as the structure or unstructured type of or descriptive type of the abstracts are here. Informative means here all parts are headings, just like in the last year, background, objective, methodology, result, conclusion, likewise. But now while you are taking this abstract, this is different. So this is one kind of the abstract of this section. Then we will turn to the introduction section. The introduction might be the most important section of your paper. In that introduction is here what is the purpose of your work, how it is significant, how it is important for society, as far as botany is concerned, as far as plant pathology, microbiology is concerned, how it is important as a farmer's point of view is there, if any work has done previously, or what about their hypothesis, then such questions or the problems it can be investigated in the introduction. So this is the section is very most important. In this, you there the hypothesis or aim or objective of your research while you are writing your topic. First of all, you can such a introduction shall discuss about the why you are going to be approaching, why you are going to be publishing this paper. So these all questions and the related problem, related answer should be quoted in this introduction section. So what does it do from outside? That it should be discuss the problem to be solved. On what manner, on what methodology, or what type of the experiment you have been done and how it will be solved. So such discussion or such information should be quoted in the section of introduction. Describe where your research fits into the current science subject or whatever the journals are available. Depend upon the journal. What is the quality of the journal, where it can be suited, because we are the pathologists. Our work is related for the plant disease management, and such work should be published as far as the agricultural journal point of view is there, or related to the mycology and plant pathology journals are there. Those journals are focusing very huge manner. So searching is very most important. Where it fit. You are working for the taxonomy, morphology and taxonomy, and you are publishing in the mycology and plant pathology. So that time, this society or these journals, as early as possible, it can be rejected, because this journal is only for mycology and plant pathology. So related to that mycology and plant pathology, the papers are going to publish, not the morphological structure or the taxonomical structure. So wherever the suited journals are available related for the science or related or subject, so that should be very most important while introduction are going. Background and context is very most important. Use primary key close related references and summarize the current understanding of the problem. Whatever the things are going to be quoting in this fashion, so related your topic to give the support, to give the summarize of previous some workers or the authors which you are supporting their review of literature, but not mention here the result of that authors. Just you can write Bhale even has reported the different Trichodoma species from Maratha region. So this is, don't write what type of the Trichodoma species, Trichodoma viride, and what is the percentage of that. Don't write in the introduction section, especially in the literature review. Then clarification of terms, definition of observations. While you are writing first, so their terms should be clarified, just like AMF. I am giving one example, AMF. Don't write directly AMF. You should write firstly the arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi, the respective abbreviation. What is the problem to be solved? The background and problem are going to be explained. What do we know about this problem? Previously, anybody has done the work about our topic, so discuss this one. Then, are there any existing solutions are there? Any solutions or any new findings are there? So that is also can take consideration. What are the limitation or gaps in knowledge of existing solution? That is also very most important. Then what do you hope to achieve with this study or hypothesis statement purpose is very most important. What do we write it? When it write, it will write up the mixture of simple present tense and past perfect tense. Try to understand, because this is the grammar. Lot of times there is a error of grammars. So just try to understand what kind of the grammar should be required here. Simple present and past perfect tense, the mixture of that, the grammar should be referred in introduction section. Then review of literature in introduction. How to cite the literature. Friends, let's see now here how to write the introduction, how to write the literature in introduction. Let us, I am quoting one paper and the related such sentences. This is one of the paper, that is Joseph and Whitaker in 2014. That is consumer food safety practices. which is published from the Journal of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences in the volume 3-4, and this is their URL, web link. Then here one sentence are present in there. According to the Center for Disease Control estimates 2011, roughly 1 in 6 Americans or 48 million people got sick, and 1,28,000 people were hospitalized, and 3,000 people are. This is would not be plagiarism, no copy paste. So it can be changed in your own language by the mixture of the simple past tense and simple perfect present tense, and their language is. Let's see now here how I am revising how in my own language. In 2010, due to foodborne diseases, roughly Americans 1 among 6 or 48 million people got sick. Then 1,28,000 people were hospitalized, and 3,000 are died, reported by Center for Disease Control Estimates 2011. So this is the reference. Change the sentence, and this should be correct. It would not be plagiarized. It is not a copy paste. So friends, you should write such type. Then from the same paper, I am taken another example. So this is the economic impact of the economic impact of this problem is considerable, with an estimated $420 billion spent on direct medicinal cost and $1 million, $152 billion attributed to lost product annually, pre-health group 2010. There I have changed it. Pre-health group 2010 reported the economic impact of foodborne problem. Here the meaning is not to be there. So that's why you should read whole paper, whole results and whole abstract. Then you can revise. Don't write as it is. Then it will become a plagiarism, or it will be copy paste and come under the copyright. So pre-health reported the economic impact of foodborne problems was considerable, with an estimated that is 420 billion spent on direct medicinal cost, and 150 billion was attributed to lost productivity annually. So this is correct, no plagiarism, and there is no copyright. So this is the example I am going to quote it. But while you are referring your references, so it should be totally changed. You should write your own language without changing the grammar also, because grammar is the most important aspect as far as the introduction is considered. So this is some few examples are there. Here I am quoting my paper, their introduction. In the first I am showing the abstract. Here introduction section. Let's see now in introduction section. Here the results are their references are quoting on the end of this sentence on the upper scale, that is mentioning 2. Depend upon journal, it can be changed. Sometimes quoted directly, Bhale et al. 2020. But some of the journals are quoting in the text there is a numbering, and that number should be given in the reference list or in the bibliography. So depend upon the journal. When the journal change, their all systems are going to be changed. For the writing system, their font size, then margins, everything should be changed. So just keep in mind. So this is the part of introduction. So this is introduction, last section. Therefore the present instigation was made. So this is a perfect present tense, was made to potential of Arbusculum mycorrhizal fungi diversity in woody plant species growing in degraded land during Rabi and Kharif season. So this is all about the introduction. Please watch my YouTube channel continuously. You will get the series of manuscript preparations. Thank you. Hi friends, myself Dr. Uddhav Bhale, Professor Department of Botany, Art Science and Commerce College, Navdurg, Taluka Tuldapur, District Osmanabad, Maharashtra, affiliated to Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Maratha University, Aurangabad. In my last 4 videos, I was discussed the whole concepts of research up to introductions, stepwise. Here I am discussing the part 5, up to why rejected the research manuscripts in impacted and standard journal. In 6 minutes it can be got. Method section. This section respond to the question how was the problem studied and analyzed. Then describe how an experiment was done. The different methodology can be considered here. Give a rationale for why specific experimental procedures were chosen. Why is considered for this experiment? Is it such experiment was conducted by previously? So there is also consideration. Describe what was done to answer the research questions and how it was done. Means what hypothesis you have been considered. Is it you have been received will be received for the some significant point or significant. So that is also gives us points in under the methodology. Write the method section in this order to ensure proper organization and make it easier for readers to understand how your study was carried out. Heading can be used to separate heading means sub-heading or the headings can be separate. Site is different, sampling is different, or any methods, analysis of the root colonization as far as the AMF Panja is there, analysis of root colonization, then identification of AMF spore, then mass multiplication of AMF spore. So these are the different headings should be considered under methodology section. And also a review here for the previous scientists or the authors has been given. So if the scientists are there, so you should write only the sentence along with their reference. But if your own experimental design are there, so you should write descriptively, because your this reference can be referred by other persons are giving your reference. Discussion of materials and methods used, including the site sample, I already told you that. Then explanation of host materials, how materials were prepared, means what are the materials are prepared. So for example, AMF root samples are brought into the laboratory, then clean it. So these are the methodology can be prepared yourself. If anybody has done previously, you should given their reference. Explanation of how measurements were made and calculations were performed. So that is can be used. Then explanation of statistical methods to analyze data. Very most important thing. Statistical analysis is very important. I have observed a lot of papers or the reviewed papers, as well as I have checking my students' thesis. Then I have as a referee. So that time there are huge errors regarding for the statistical analysis, because statistical analysis should be required. What means work has been done in the field, how RBD has been taken, how practices should be made. So you can be take the support of statistics. Without statistics, your paper cannot be considered. I will discuss later on the checklist. So this point should be considered in the methodology section. So this is the materials and method. These papers are going to be continue here. Arbusculum macrolith Panja study area here. So this is one section. Then another section, assessment of arbusculum macrolith status, root colonization, second isolation and quantification of AMF spores, then statistical analysis. So this section it is required in the material section. Then a result section. What does it do? Explain the important findings of your study that helps to answer your research question or hypothesis and addresses your purpose statement. Means how result you have been observed, how result you have been recorded. Then either your hypothesis has been point out, or what is your purpose it is clear. So these all things should be come under the result section. When do you write it? After the methods and before the discussion or conclusion, already I have discussed in the central report. Then findings presented in the same order as in the method section of table, in the form of figures, in the form of graphs, in the form of plate. So if while you are using the figure of the plate, it should be the resolutions are more, good pictures should be required, and if the clarity are there, so that time such photographs, such figures can be considered for your publication. And the labeling are very most important. Legends are very most important. If labeling is not proper, if the legends are not proper, so that time the paper would be rejected. So therefore these points should be neatly observed while you are writing the result section. Most likely your research paper will use some figures already discussed, figures, chart, tables or other graphics of the photo. Preparing target journal or the benzimidazole group of fungicides, carbendazole and benzimidazole from the same paper. Your friend or your teacher or English, so you can show your paper and correct it, either it is correct India. Plan perspective of. Please watch my all 5 parts in videos. You will get the complete ideas about the preparation of good research manuscripts. Please subscribe my channel, like the button, share to others and press icon bell. Thank you.